Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy. I think the brain rot is getting to me.
Yeah, why?
Well, because, I've already mentioned on here, I'll normally play video games and watch some trash TV. But now the trash TV is just like, I'm not playing video games and just sitting there watching.
Now it's like you watch trash-free TV and play video games while watching trash TV.
Yeah.
The priorities changed.
The priorities have changed,
Yeah.
and it's dumb. So I'm going to be trying to cut back a little bit. I've already gotten rid of Reddit, and now I need to...
Why don't you just accept it like I did?
I don't know if I want to do that.
You do, man. Think of how skibbity you'll be.
No, thanks. none of
How
whatever
Ohio
that
Riz
is.
you'll be.
Oh, God.
That's wild.
But no, because, I want to play Warhammer Rogue Trader, and
That makes sense.
it requires a modicum of my attention.
It requires your brain to not be rotted.
Yeah. Dumb.
Not me. I go full rot. Call me Scarlet. No Riz, no.
I don't know.
It's from Elden Ring.
Oh, okay.
Scarlet Rot. Yeah.
You should play Elden Ring.
You should play Elden Ring. Dude, you love the Dark Souls games.
I'm going
You
through
should play
Witcher
Elden
right
Ring.
now.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh, nice.
I am not a huge fan of the Dark Souls games, but Witcher might change that. Because the combat's similar, right?
I have no idea. I've never played any of the Witchers.
No.
No.
I don't know. I know I have to dodge a lot more than usual.
That's
It might be a good stepping stone. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm used to games where I am Jedi and just cut through everything.
You're just a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever play Fallen Order or any of those ones?
I played the first one. I did not make it through the second one.
Out of choice or?
Out of... I suck at video games.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You just have to stop when it comes to the Dark Souls games. You just have to stop playing them like a solo RPG adventure game and start playing them like rhythm games, and then you'll be fine.
Yeah,
What?
that's what I was getting from the Star Wars game, and
Yeah,
I was not.
All the enemies have their own patterns, and once you find the dodge rhythm, you can beat them with relative ease.
Mhm.
It's a
Well,
rhythm game.
usually you bang your head against an enemy until you almost rage quit, and then you sleep, come back, and then
That's how I play Witcher.
yeah, that's the way
Yeah,
to do
you
it.
get it.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
Okay, all right. I could get into that maybe.
It's fun, man.
The lore stuff is really cool, and with Elden Ring, you don't necessarily have to fight the bosses until you're higher level.
Okay.
Where Dark Souls, it's more of a linear path all the way around.
Uh,
I mean semi-linear, right? Like at a certain point, you'll hit a blocker of this boss, and
I don't think you have to fight every boss in Dark Souls. I'd have to double check.
I don't think you do either. But
But there's definitely a lot more necessary bosses than there are in Elden Ring. In Elden Ring, I think you can beat the game like 2, 3 of them are
yeah, because
necessary.
you need 2 of the runes,
and then
and then that guy, and then way up north, and then back, and that's pretty much it.
yeah, there's like a handful of. We don't even have to do the. No, you do. Yeah, there's like a handful of bosses that are actually required.
Yeah,
Some people beat the game without even knowing some of the bosses exist.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
I love it when games branch out like that,
Mm-hmm.
because then you can talk to somebody and be like, "You never went to the clone
You
planet?
never did this side quest? You're like, I didn't even know that. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah. There's a clone planet in Starfield, and it's amazing.
Nice.
It's a bunch of famous historical figures.
Oh, you were telling me about that one.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so cool. Anyway, go play Starfield. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it
go
didn't
play-
get enough love.
Go play all these games you talked about,
Yeah.
especially Starfield.
I'm actually
I guess it didn't
thinking
get
about-
enough love.
Downloading Starfield again. Might give it another shot. I don't know. We'll see.
You won't.
Yeah.
I might not.
You know what else you could give a shot? PUBG.
PUBG.
Speaking of PUBG,
Speaking of PUBG, we're on to the Battle Royale section of our game. So, welcome back. We're playing Deathmatch Island. We are on Phase 2 of Island 1. Phase 2 is the Battle Royale phase. So, this is broken up into 3 parts. First, we scout, then we scramble, and then we have the Battle Royale. what are these things? So, Scout, you get to choose how you go about this. You can be sneaky. You can use whatever skill you feel like. You just have to narrate it to me about how you are going out and potentially regrouping with your allied teams using something social, right? Reconning the islands, maybe doing something physical, surveilling the opposing alliances, infiltrating the other side, appealing to somebody's humanity. You will get the chance to talk with NPCs one-on-one if you so desire. Or if you want to do something else with this time, you can also do that.
I do want to remind you that we have an advantage in the scout phase, a D8 advantage.
Ooh, okay. What was
We
that
have
from?
one.
That
We
was
have to fight
from
over it.
the radio mast.
Okay, so I will say one of you can head back towards the radio mast and use it. You know where that location is. One of you can go back and check it out. And it is very normal, and just subliminally you start to remember like watching the show. You're like, oh, it is normal for us to split up at this point, and try and get angles on different teams. And so you do have the option to split up.
Huddle.
Huddle.
I mean, I figure one of us should go back to the radio mast.
I can go back. I tell Gideon that you guys left me with no choice but to go with you. And but then I managed to kind of break free from you guys.
And
And then I can just scout the area.
with his team.
Um
And
yeah,
then when we pull up, you kill him.
Are you guys gonna be coming soon after, or?
I was thinking we could split up in general. I was just trying to figure out where the other teams are hunkering down
Mm-hmm.
as we start this.
It might be good if we run into Gideon again. If we can point him and his team towards one of the other teams, then they fight each other, and then we clean up whatever scraps remain.
You want a third party then?
Mm-hmm.
You have his gun.
Yeah, we do have his gun.
I shove it
So
in the
you're
cargo
not-
pocket. No, I don't.
Oh, I guess
No,
you do
we're-
have a shotgun. Now. It's not, if it's not visible,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's not.
As you all are having this conversation, an albino rabbit hops its way through the clearing next to you, looks over, and then scurries away.
That was weird, right?
That was weird, yes.
I'm gonna follow that.
What?
Meet back here in a few hours.
Meeting here at the Whitewater River Mountain, Captain.
It's Oh, this isn't a point of interest. We should be able to find it.
I believe. So you said you're following it. Do you want to just pick a random direction on the map that it went that you're following?
Towards the crashed plane.
You just really want to go to the crash
I really
plane?
want to go to the crashed plane. Yeah.
That's this way.
Is that okay that the white rabbit's going towards the crash plane?
Sure.
Can I follow you that way, and then you'll go this way, and I'll go that way as we continue to scout? I guess I don't know how far out we're scouting, but I
Oh,
want
I
to.
go north and you go south at that
Mhm.
point.
Yeah, and then you'll head back towards Gideon.
Yeah. So what am I telling Gideon? Am I telling him that oh my god?
I don't think you paint us as the enemies, maybe,
Okay.
but maybe we can paint a different group as bad guys.
Just say our stuff got taken too, but
Yeah, tell them they got wasted. We got third partied. Someone tried to make off with all our stuff.
yeah.
Ace and I went to try to get it back because we caught them mid thievery, and we sent you back before you went too far to let Gideon know what happened as he recovers during his hangover.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes sense to me.
Ready, break?
Go team
Ready, break.
rich people.
All right. Everybody rolls whatever capability they're using. And this is opposed against each other and opposed against me. Whoever rolls the best gets a D10 to use in the Battle Royale phase.
Is this? We also roll our name or just a capability?
Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Your name, your occupation, if it makes sense, the whole deal.
Ice cream scooper. Plane crashes.
9/11. It's all coming together,
yeah.
really.
My plan for the capability is to use Snake to be kind of like just kind of stealth around and kind of follow tracks, so I can just see where people are grouping around.
Okay.
Stay in the shadows. Slide around on my belly.
I only rolled a 6. So
Yeah, but I also gotta beat them.
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
and convince another group to like run into Gideon's group.
I'll try to orchestrate.
Try and orchestrate it on this end.
Okay.
So we're all having fight at the fucking Whitewater area, probably. I don't know.
Oh, you're trying to meet up back at Whitewater,
Yeah.
have them battle it out.
And then we come in and clean up the scraps. Yeah.
Yeah, we third party them.
Okay, so I'm telling Gideon that
That we got robbed, and we're heading that way to pursue the thieves.
yeah.
He will find a group and tell them whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then when he brings them back, he'll be like, "Those are the thieves." And then Gideon will be like, "Get him, gang!" And then we'll hear the distant rattling of bones.
Get them with what?
Their fists.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
You can
All
go in
right.
order, I guess.
roll for it. Let's see how this goes.
Do I use my trust dice with Gideon for this?
You already did, I thought.
If you're have
Wait,
you
I did already.
Okay.
Did we lose them? We lose them
You
on
do.
news, right? Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, never mind.
Yeah, trust is
Probably
spent.
does not trust me anymore. That's fine. Hopefully.
I got a total of. This could be a 9. I'm pretty sure it's a 6. Dude, why don't I have lines on this?
It's not a 9
How do you know?
because it's a D8.
I got 10. I got a total of 10.
Okay.
I got 13.
I
Damn
meant
it.
to say 14.
Damn it! I thought I was gonna beat you guys. I got
sorry.
11.
All right. Stevie, you get a D10 on the Battle Royale phase. As you go and talk to Gideon, he completely trusts you. He does not realize that it was you guys that stole anything. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. We should go over there and mess them up, even though we don't really have many weapons or anything now. Could I borrow one of yours, maybe?
I don't really have any extra
What do you have carried on you right now?
shotgun and a melee weapon.
Okay. So he's gonna believe you because he can see.
I could give you a can of beans to throw at someone. That's about but you could do the same stuff with a rock.
Yeah, I've been
Just maybe
carrying
find a
around
few
this rock
sturdy
this whole
rocks.
time.
Yeah.
You gonna come fight with us though?
Yeah. They get. They went off that way. Ace and
Elliot Prashad.
Elliot are off trying to find them, and we're supposed to meet back at the Whitewater.
Awesome. The number to beat was 6, so everyone passed that. Make sure you add those 60,000 followers.
Well, we get 3.
Yes, the other 2 get 3. Sorry. Winner gets 6, the other 2 get 3.
God, I only need 12,000 or 120,000 followers to get a nickname.
Here we go.
I won't. I'll refuse that.
The B.
All right, the other 2. What are y'all doing? How's this going?
I'm going up and I'm following the white rabbit, and if it's literally just going nowhere.
Are you near any redacted spaces?
No, it's like moving towards the crashed plane.
Okay. It goes into the crashed plane when you arrive there.
I will slowly follow it.
Okay. Inside,
Shotgun.
you see there's a piece of paper kind of like how would you even say that, like billowing in the wind, flapping in the wind, and when you grab it you find another map of this island, and it's got a bunch of like drawings on it, variables and like math equations on the side, and you can tell that like each of the locations, like these challenges were planned out, right? Even the radio tower being like, here's, we're just gonna leave them all this booze and hopefully something goes down. And but the locations seem kind of jumbled. The booze is in the wrong place. And you see at the top of it, it says season 27.
Interesting. Are there any other things of note in here, or groups of people around?
Nope, that's about it.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can't get equipment during the scout phase, as far as I can tell.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep. All right, Wesley.
I kind of just want to look around the surrounding nodes. My plan was to go. Oh wait, is there a way? Oh, I could have gone straight down. I guess I'll go straight down now that I saw that other line, kind of southward,
The sanctuary.
and then scope around that general.
To Sanctuary. So, Sanctuary is...
But stealthily,
Okay.
like a snake.
Sanctuary is a subdivision of cleared earth on a hillside with dozens of identical executive homes in a neat grid. The McMansions sit empty and unused. All right.
Does it look like any groups have already like?
Yes. So the original team that was fighting with Gideon is there. They seem to be like bunkered up in one of the houses. And you see down this long, almost too long road. Down at the end of it, the lady with the bandana is standing.
Neat.
Are you going to approach either of them?
I don't. Is she like still like ominously standing off by herself, the lady with the bandana?
Yes.
I do want to approach her.
You don't have to do this.
She says that?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you mean?
You can leave it all behind. You just here, and she hands you a academic white paper, and it is it's about the effects of trauma and how that can give people psychic abilities.
Oh.
And she runs off into the woods.
That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna go meet back up with my friends now.
All right. Now we are on to the scramble phase. During the scramble phase, you now have the option to seize or defend in the scramble phase. Man, I feel like there should be more about this. So, during the scramble stage, the competitors and their opponents collide. Betrayals and twists are revealed while your competitors strive to take control of the chaos. There are only 2 contests during the scramble stage. The competitor players may only participate in one or the other. So, first I recap the situation and announce threats. So, Gideon's team is going to the people bunkered up in Sanctuary.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to paint them as our would-be thieves
Okay.
in collusion with what we were talking about earlier.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is where the main threat is going to be. Choose whether a competitor will participate in the contest to defend against the threats or join the contest to seize control of the battle. All right. So, are you defending with the people in the house, or are you trying to seize with Gideon, or are you sitting out?
I think we're trying to.
I think our plan was a third party. I guess I would count as seizing
Yes.
with the ultimate goal of betraying Gideon's group in the end, if that works. I don't know if that's like illegal when it comes to like the mechanics.
Yeah, I'll still call it a seize. Cool. So this is like you approaching the battle,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna lump in like how you betray Gideon
Okay.
as you are trying to seize things. All right. The number to beat is 5.
Oh,
Since there is a
that's tough one.
betrayal
I'm rolling
involved in this,
terribly.
since there is betrayal involved, can I use my snake?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a pet snake named Avarice.
What would we use if we aren't using that?
Deathmatch is the default
Okay.
because you are going into
Death.
well, death some people.
Okay.
And as far as like weapons, I don't want to lose my shotgun yet. So can I use my close combat weapon as part of the seize?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
Do we roll yet? I already did.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Number to beat is 5.
Is this a 6 or a 9? I'm just kidding. I got 16.
You succeed.
What?
I got a 2 on my D4.
Oh.
And that's
I
8
forgot I
plus 6.
can use the D4.
Yeah, you got a machete.
And when we use an acquisition, it's gone, right?
Unless it's a melee weapon.
Okay.
Melee weapons I'm letting y'all keep. I think that's how the rule works.
Makes sense to me.
Yep.
I got 9.
I got 7.
Okay.
So I get 5.
You get 5, the other 2 get 3. Okay. So, you are successfully part of this fight. You're shooting, they're shooting, and we are at the Battle Royale phase. This is always a deathmatch contest. You can get a second die from a bonus capability if you are spending the fatigue. And then any additional die from earlier.
I will spend the fatigue.
Okay. Resolve the Battle Royale using the normal contest procedure. The final outcome of Phase 2 is then judged. Awesome.
I also want to use my shotgun this time.
Okay. Number to beat is 13 this time.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
son
going to
of
be
a-
using my shotgun.
Can I use multiple
I was gonna say we can.
acquisitions?
Oh,
Yes, I believe so. I will look up the answer.
we can only use the fatigue to add a competency one time.
One time.
Okay.
Yep.
And then if we can use multiple acquisitions, I'll roll an extra D4 for my machete. But for now, I'm just gonna roll with my shotgun.
Okay.
So is the D10 what I'm using for the deathmatch roll?
Yes.
Ooh, that's not looking good for our hero.
Let's try it.
Unless we can also use a machete, then it's looking okay for our hero. I am 1 shy.
Oh no.
Yes, you can use multiple.
Oh, it's looking good for our hero. I am 1 over. I got 14.
Okay.
And I've lost my shotgun, I assume.
Yes, yeah. You run out of ammo and or it jams.
It blows up,
It blows up.
but doesn't
Alright.
hurt me somehow.
15.
Okay. How's it happen?
12
So,
plus.
oh yeah, what did you
Wait, she
get?
might have got
Okay.
more.
Am I doing this right?
You're taking your 2 highest and then
Right.
adding any acquisitions.
Okay, yeah, I got 22.
What?
I rolled 3 4s
That's awesome.
for my shotgun and my machete.
Yeah. Okay.
What were your 2 highest?
4 and 6.
Damn.
Oh
Nice.
shit.
Okay.
I
I'm
thought I
sorry.
was cool.
But guess what this means?
What does it mean?
I'm gonna
Oh
get a
my
nickname.
god. Debba.
And you're the leader. Going into our final island.
Bum, bum, bum.
Ooh, that
Okay.
feels like a lot of responsibility, but okay.
It is.
Okay.
Demolition Deb.
All right. So
Demolition.
Coming in with shotguns.
So everyone passed.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wild. Okay. What did I say the target number was?
13.
13. All right. Take all of that.
One,
Y'all take
6?
7.
7.
Yeah. Yep. Half rounded up.
10, 11, 12, 13. I have
A nickname.
440,000 followers now.
Nice.
Yay.
So you get a nickname. Your name die goes up by 1. So you're
Nice.
now a D8 on your name die.
Yeah.
And the team gets to give you a nickname.
Dub.
Do not make it Deb.
We could roll for it.
There is a nickname table, and I will find it. I found it. Do you want to roll for it?
Yeah, can I roll for it?
Yes.
Or can we both roll for it and then pick one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh,
This is not a table.
it's a chart.
In your first advance. Oh, okay. So we're supposed to just pick one off of here.
Oh,
Okay.
We
So
roll for it anyway.
yeah, we'll refer to it anyway.
No.
So we have everything from Admiral to Zen.
Oh.
How
How many options are there? Are there
like-
exactly
Oh,
20?
Jesus Christ.
Around 100. There are a ton of them.
Sounds like a D100 to me.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Well, how many columns and how many rows are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 21.
Okay, so 6 and then a
A D21.
D21. Just don't do any of the Z ones at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them are.
So do you want to
weird.
roll the D20 and I'll roll the D6? And with our
Sure.
powers combined, 6.
19. Wraith.
Ooh,
that's pretty sick.
that is a
That's
pretty
pretty
good
cool.
name.
I'm sad it's not Deb.
It's Deb Wraith Richter.
Nice.
It was cool because I used the grenade. Like, a big reveal.
Yeah,
Pull out
grenade
the
the whole
grenade
time.
and-
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you get a grenade?
Grenades.com, today's sponsor.
Wait, it actually is one.
So, the klaxon sounds again, signaling the end of the battle royale. And over an intercom that you cannot see, it's somewhere around here, says, all contestants will please walk to the nearest beach, where we will pick you up for phase 2. Island 2. This was phase 2. Yep. The guy announcing has no idea what he's talking about.
He's about to get fired.
Yeah, that's what happens around here. Just getting fired. So, you have been told to go back to the beach. Are we going back to the beach, or are we going to try and do some last-minute exploring?
You could check out one of these redacted sites.
I mean, this is technically a beach.
True.
At the lighthouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or we could head back that way.
Oh, through the blinking light?
Yeah,
I think
I'm,
that's the
I'm game
move.
for either.
because it's like, oh my god, we were just heading back to where we started. It
Yeah,
made
we
sense.
just happened. We didn't see any of these signs. That said
Yeah.
D100.
Yeah.
The grenade,
Flashbang.
it blinded me.
Sounds like a plan.
To the blinking light?
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a cool name for a bar.
Yeah.
Don't you listeners? You can't steal that. I'm gonna open that bar.
High on this hill is a concrete bunker and a single blinking light. The path up to the bunker is blocked by a boom gate with a no entrance sign. Weathered concrete, overgrown with vegetation, an orange light blinking rhythmically, and a heavy steel door. Approaching the bunker and getting the door open requires a redacted contest versus automated security measures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
The
roll.
number to beat is 10.
I would like to do the challenge, but also spend a fatigue to also use snake, as I.
I lied. 11.
Oh,
Sorry.
Fuck, that changes everything.
Use snake.
Yeah, spend a fatigue to use snake because I know a thing or two about doing shady things unseen in order to protect my family name.
I'm
Prashad.
giving you
This
a
is
die.
a D10.
I will support you. I'll be
I
like,
have the
good
support
job,
of
you're
my
doing so
friends.
well.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that could help me. I got beans.
Okay, so you're not using any items. These two are supporting you. Get your 100,000 followers, whatever. One for each of you. Because they are still recording this. Like, it's good footage, even though you're not supposed to be here.
Is there any world where climbing gear helps me in this situation? It's okay if there isn't.
But there's pitons in there, yeah.
So,
Pitons.
You can't make up words, Damien.
don't
Come
know what
on.
you're talking about.
We have a podcast. Let's not.
They're like metal nails, but like large metal nails usually.
Oh my God,
used
I can
to, like,
support you
go
by giving
into
one of the
side
bobby
a
pins in
mountain
my
and then
hair.
wrap rope around.
True.
okay. No, you cannot use your...
Do I have bobby
Climbing
pins in my
gear.
hair that I can?
It's not an acquisition you have.
Oh,
No. And as you walk up to this bunker, you notice you didn't even realize it was a light before, but the safety icon on your weapon turns on automatically.
oh.
And if you try and move it back to fire, it won't go.
Wow. They've thought of everything.
Yeah.
Except me. Oh, nice. What? Quick, what's 5 plus 7?
12.
I got 12.
Nice. That is enough,
Enjoy your 6 fame.
right? You are able to get this bunker door pried open.
Wait, sorry, not 6. The number to beat was 11.
11. Yeah.
So enjoy your
7.
7 fame.
Wait, no.
No, we just
6.
get one because we supported.
Oh, enjoy my 11.
Yeah.
I get a nickname.
Yay!
Let's do that first.
All right. Do you want to roll the d6 or the d20? Okay. 3, and I got a 1.
Don't do that.
It's Gandhi.
Oh, because I'm so enlightened.
Sure.
Because I alone am the honored one. That
That's
makes a lot of sense.
wild. I watched an actual play to prep for this, and one of them got Gandhi as well. So,
Cool. I'm in there like Gandhi.
yeah, you open up this bunker, right? The door scrapes across the bottom, and you can see that some rust is coming down off of the hinges. This door does not look like it's used much, if at all. As you start going down the steps into this bunker, there's a couple of swinging lights. It smells damp.
Gross.
And you come to a large room, empty except for a single switch on the far wall and a single folding chair facing the switch. And that's the only thing down here.
So do you want to flip it, or do you want me to flip
Are we
it?
all in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you won, so you get to choose, like, leadership-wise. Do you want everyone coming down with you, or do you want to do it yourself?
I think we'll all go down.
Okay.
I think it's good for the
Good
camaraderie.
content.
Yeah, good quality content.
Is it like a light switch or is it like one of those lever switches?
Say a lever switch.
Ooh,
Dang,
that
I was gonna
sounds
say we
cooler.
could use the ore,
Listen,
trusty ore.
I flip it.
Okay.
The only noticeable change is that the blinking light outside turns off.
Are our weapons still in safety?
Yes.
Dang it. That
Well,
kind of stresses me out.
that
I
was
don't
fun.
really like that.
Away we
All right,
go.
let's go to the
yeah.
beach.
As you go to leave,
Oh.
the bunker door slides closed.
Oh, we should flip the switch
Yeah,
back.
that's
You try and flip the switch, and nothing happens. You hear scanning, scanning, scanning. Eligible subjects, do you consent?
Yes.
And the room starts to fill with gas. It doesn't even wait for you to.
Okay.
love that. Like like vents from the bottom and
Yeah.
and then it's slowly rising.
Yep. You wake up a time later
Oh.
In the bunker still?
in the bunker. Nothing seems to have changed.
Is the door still closed?
The door's open now.
Dude,
Got the door open.
Sweet, we got a nap in. Let's go.
let's go, I guess.
Surely that couldn't be awful.
Can I
for
check
us.
myself physically? Like, is there no notable change on my body? Do I have gills?
As you start to like check yourself over, you do feel something on your back, like at the base of your neck. Like it kind of hurts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do
You
we-
can't see it though.
Do I feel it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it like below the surface of the skin? Like if I turn to Ace, can Ace tell me what it is? Or is it like...
When you do that, he sees stitches. Oof.
You got something there. Do I got it?
Yes.
Yeah, you got it too.
Oh, shit.
Are you going to ask us if you got it?
I'm pretty sure I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, because I have the
Yeah.
same pain.
Yeah. Nice going, Ace.
What if it's one of those things where they, like, explode us?
Dude.
Like, have you guys ever watched Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Okay, well,
They blow up.
Oh,
yeah.
why?
They can blow off their heads because they're,
Yeah.
like, criminals, and they're like, oh, come on.
How,
You go do this hero stuff. and-
how deep do you think it is? Do you think there's a world where we just...
Like yank it out?
I meant like...
I mean, we
had-
got these.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, we don't know what it is or what it's attached to. I would rather not go digging around my spine. No. No, thank you.
That's valid.
Trust me, I know how to scoop things out.
You want to scoop yours out?
I can't do it on myself.
So you know how to scoop things out?
It is kind of awkward to like...
Yeah, but the world's best ice cream scooper should be able to do it.
I mean, it's more small town New York's best ice cream scooper. But...
Okay.
Let's just... We gotta get to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been. Well, if they wanted to explode our heads, they probably would have done that when we were
When we-
passed out
Exactly.
before.
Okay, don't jump on this like that was your idea. All right, like she's...
When you get up to the beach, you see several white rowboats lined up. Some of them have been taken already, and on the side of it, it says Season 40. And we start moving on to Island 2.
Bum, bum.
I see some weird looks.
Yeah.
That was not a typo.
Oh, no. I get it now. 4D20. Blaze it.
All right, so we are moving on to Island 2. We're
Hey.
skipping just
Yeah.
yeah. So the listeners know, this game is usually played out in 3 islands. We are going from 1 to 3, not doing 2, for time's sake, but also so y'all can explore it without knowing all the secrets.
Yeah, no spoilers. Except for
Yeah.
everything we do.
And there are several ways to play this game. It has a lot of replayability, in my opinion. Okay, there is a whole section about going between islands, and I lost it.
Do we get to do more icebreakers?
You do.
Can we do that now?
Yeah, sure. Let's do some
Okay,
icebreakers.
Just while you're looking at.
Yeah, go for it.
Tell me about the time you were charming. Who did you impress and how?
I mean, during the regional ice cream scooping competition, so I impressed quite a few people with my technique.
Was it charming?
I mean, you tell me.
No, that doesn't sound very charming.
But
Well,
you had to
I
be
don't-
there.
oh,
Like,
yeah,
if
that's
I had my
fair.
equipment and like my whole.
Yeah. I once convinced a guy to buy a number of stocks that make sense. That's a lot. In a company that like was publicly failing.
Did it work out?
No, for him, no. No. But I made my sail.
Nice. That's good, I guess.
What about you?
Well, for me, like, it's probably pretty obvious, but like, I'm charming most of the time, and so I don't really got one story. It's more. It would be easier to tell you who I haven't charmed, which is no one.
I can think of at least 2
And he hits
people.
you with the fucking the smirk and then the little sparkle in his teeth, bro. And yeah, you get it.
The Chip Skylark.
Yeah, the Chip Skylark, bro. Dude, what a cool guy, Chip Skylark. My shiny teeth and me. That's the
Okay,
answer.
I found it. So, first of all, is anyone wounded?
No.
No, I think we just hit fatigue.
Yeah.
No wounds here.
I'm too fatigued.
Sounds good. You are fatigued and dazed. The sun is setting as you make your way back to the fishing boat with its 2-stroke outboard motor. The time's way off. The boat has been stocked up with supplies, blankets, first aid gear, fresh water, and MRE rations in foil packets. There are even a few cans of beer, soda, and some chocolate bars. You are instructed to push out to sea immediately and follow the buoys to the next island. There is a piece of paper and a plastic slip for each of you. A list of trust-building questions. Thank you guys for going ahead and doing that. The trip takes several days. You lose track of exactly how long. The little boat plunges over mountainous swells and through driving rain. You deal with the wounds best you can. You talk, you try to rest, and you take turns operating the outboard motor. It's a harrowing trip. You have no compass, no way to navigate. All you can do is motor through the rolling swell until you glimpse the next buoy and the dimly blinking orange light in the distance. You plunge towards that light and onwards beyond, nerves on edge as you look out for the next buoy. Every time, just as you lose hope and believe yourself lost, that's when you see the next beacon. Eventually, you see the next island on the horizon. You can try and relax for the remaining hours. There's still enough time to do some trust-building exercises. Trust is key to a successful team. Okay, so first of all, we do a debrief. Okay, the person who won the final contest is currently the leader. So,
That was
Wesley,
me. Yep. Look at me go.
you are currently the leader.
Gandhi.
And then we've got time for theory crafting. So, as you are taking this long boat ride home, or boat ride to the next island, what are you talking about? Do you theory craft what's actually going on this island?
I mean, it's a game show for sure, but
For sure.
the thing on our necks is weird.
Yeah. I mean, that probably doesn't happen to most people, right? I imagine. Well, maybe. I imagine because of all the, like, keep out signs, people would, like, not go there. But I guess we did not go there, so.
Yeah.
I wonder if. I was thinking maybe the people who ended up in Sanctuary have gone through there.
Yeah, I guess we didn't check anybody else's neck.
Yeah, because we didn't know. Also, you exploded a bunch of them with the grenade.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we wouldn't have been able to check their necks anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just you're welcome. You sounded like you were like, oh, it was my fault for, I don't know, saving the day.
No, okay, chill out. We all put in work, okay? We wouldn't even had Gideon's group if it weren't for me. So, just chill out.
And in that same challenge you're referencing, she got a 22. So it's like, if anyone put in work.
I mean, sure, the followers are just following you, but
Just curious though that they were able to turn our weapons off. Like,
yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. So we don't shoot the producers or.
yeah, but that
any of
must
the-
mean that the producers are close by, right?
Well,
Or
it might
maybe the
just be the
drone.
equipment.
And then the episode cuts and it says, production accepts that theorizing is a normal part of the competitor experience. We are very calm and relaxed about it. We will not be discussing this further. Moving on to the virtues of Deathmatch Island. Down at the bottom of your page, you will see there is Outbrave. And then on the back of your page, This is not well crafted. It says outsmart, outtalk, outlast. Okay.
Is this all supposed to all be one page?
Yes.
Looking
maybe?
at it now, yes, I believe so.
Oh, it's supposed to be like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not very clear in the PDF.
It was not. It was just like, you want this portrait, right? And I was like, yeah. It's 2 pages, portrait. And I was like, yeah.
I was like, yep, that's what the PDF
Makes sense
says.
to me.
Yeah. It definitely looks better side by side. Yeah. So, outbrave, outsmart, outtalk, and outlast. So, everyone gets to comment. Who got their nickname first?
Me.
All right. So, everyone gets to vote which one of these 4 virtues does Wraith embody the most.
Out-talk.
I think outtalk as well.
So does production.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Oh, yay.
Mark 3 outtalk. And you get to choose an advance.
Oh.
All right. Moving on to Elliot
Gandhi.
Gandhi
Elliot Gandhi Prashad.
Prashad. I need to write down Gandhi on here. Elliot Gandhi Prashad. Which of the virtues does Gandhi inhabit? Or show? Whatever.
Embody.
Embody. That's the one. Thank you.
Outlast.
I was going to say outsmart.
Outsmart is what I said too.
You can't. It sounds like you can disagree, right? And I just get that many points in.
In each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, outlast. Damn it.
And I will also say outlast as production.
So 2 in outlast, 1 in outsmart.
Mm-hmm.
And I also choose an advancement.
Yes. Moving on to competitor 213, who does not have a nickname yet.
Yep.
Production says outlast.
I also say outlast.
Yes, outlast.
There's like a montage of you going across the river, like grabbing the rope.
Yeah, throwing the grenades in the fucking siege.
Yeah.
Not looking at the explosions they cause.
Yep. So, everyone
All
marked
of
that.
those bits of footage were cut because I was.
Everyone mark one of those advancements. All right, basic advancements. And then we move on to the recuperate phase.
Yay.
You can clear 2 fatigue by default, and then you can use small luxuries like your cans of beans to remove other fatigue.
I will use the beans to remove my fatigue, so I am back to full.
I'm also back to full just with the base 2 recovery.
Yeah.
And then the final section here is trust building. Let's do one more trust building question.
Did you want to do one?
Ooh. Tell me about a time you broke the law.
Well, I did start scooping ice cream before I had a permit for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You're an asset to this team. Okay.
When I was a little younger, about 15, 16, if I remember, I took my father's gun and went out to my buddy's farm. Just started, me and him, some of the boys started shooting cans. Illegally, unsupervised. It was pretty sick. The cops were called eventually, but it didn't matter. We just paid the fine, whatever.
Hmm.
We did it again the next week.
I stole a car once.
Oh, shit. How was
Why?
that?
It was a nice car. I dropped it off. I think the owner got it back.
Hmm.
It wasn't there when I came back,
Hmm.
which
Did
was
you,
a
like,
little
leave the keys in
upsetting.
the- You leave the keys in the ignition for the owner?
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. I mean, I never got in trouble for it, so I assume everything was just fine.
Makes sense to me. How old do you have to be to get a permit to scoop ice cream?
Oh, you have to be 18.
That makes sense.
Were you scooping ice cream years before that, like before you were old enough to
Were you
work?
like a prodigy?
Oh, it's a family business.
So you were.
Mhm.
You're a lawbreaker.
I know, and I feel bad about it.
What a scoop.
It's a good one.
All right.
You feel bad about it?
And as you're finishing up this trust breaker, you finally.
Trust breaker. Sorry, it sounded cool. It sounded really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust builder. You show up at Island 3. So if you will change the map for me, please. We have Island 2 and 3. So
Hold on, sorry. I want to look at Island 2.
Island 2 is called The Crucible.
Oh.
Whoa, look at all the crucibles.
Look at the
There's a
the crucible.
volcano.
There is a volcano.
It's active.
There is an option to fall into lava at one point. I thought it was really funny you guys brought that up so quick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was like, yeah, lava. That.
Yeah.
Whoa. I wonder where the final destination is.
Help
Wild.
me. I have a Cheeto hand.
Hope you what?
Move this so that he can put the other maps under it.
Oh. Sure, you can just grow up.
So, as you arrive at this final island,
The Crown.
The Crown
Okay.
is the name of the island. Your outboard motor shuts down. Just and you have a drone fly up to you like, welcome, competitors. Wow, it's been a while since we've seen your faces. Let's get moving. Everyone needs to choose a different location for the final island.
Ooh. It's on this one.
All right, Wesley's got dibs on that one.
It's called The Sphere.
And if anyone wants to contest that, you can do a social check to contest each other.
I want the Sphere.
No. I will socially
Um,
contest you.
Is it just social game, or do we do...
You do a full roll, and I guess you could mark a fatigue if you want to like scream at each other or
Can
something.
See, me,
can
I'm,
I
I'm a
argue
professional
snake?
ice cream scooper, so I have a lot of,
Can I-
experience talking with people.
Can I argue snake instead of social because I'm used to leading conversations my way?
I'll let you both do that
Ah,
if you
just-
mark fatigue.
This is really important to me.
Listen, dude, and because of that, it's really
Think about because it's a sphere. It's the perfect
It's
ice
the
cream
perfect
scoop.
Oh,
ice
that
cream
makes sense.
scoop. I have to have it.
Since we're marking fatigue, do we social and snake or just
Both. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm really dumb suddenly. No, this is wrong. 'Cause my name die is now also a D8. Hand over a D8. Dude, why do you give me this one?
What? What's your problem? I don't know where the other one is.
6 plus 5 is 11.
I got 6 and 8.
That's more than
14.
6 and 5.
All right, Damien gets it.
I give you
Goodbye.
the puppy dog eyes.
If you want it so bad.
There is another redacted space.
Dibs.
If you and Stevie want to fight over that one.
I was thinking about the castle too. I should have just done it while he.
Do it. Mark off more fatigue.
I'm probably just gonna go to the maze.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dibs on
okay.
that place. I'm just kidding. I'll stay here.
It'd be so upsetting. I'd be like, "Naga,
Ooh.
stop."
There's one just called Feast.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Well, that's too bad.
Locked in.
So, you are arriving at the island, and from a distance, it was kind of cold out. You thought you were in like a northern hemisphere, but now that the boat stopped and you've actually jumped in the water, it's like tropical. It is warm. It is like kind of nice as you're swimming up to your spots. You notice that there are other survivors swimming up as well, but they are not wearing the same outfits you all are. They are wearing burnt sienna polo shirts and shorts, and they are wearing cerulean tracksuits.
Oh man, I wish we got those.
Yeah, they've got some good options here. and it is just a like rainbow of colors swimming towards the island right now. And
Okay.
you would guess there's about one for each of these locations. Okay, who wants to go first?
Dibs.
All right, the castle.
Redact me.
Redacted. The castle sits on a low hill at the base of the mountains, with commanding views of the whole island north and south. It is a towering, multi-storied slab of red brick. Many chimneys crown its slate roof. Wow, that is that tower that you added to the map is wild. That's
cool.
great. Approaching the castle and getting in requires a redacted contest versus an incident response unit. They arrive in a white van. They wear red Seaburn suits and carry FMAS assault rifles.
Yeesh.
The response unit does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's see. What are we rolling here? One of these, one of these.
I guess I should wait to see if I want to market fatigue. You could get
One
all
of
ones.
I could. That is possible. I rolled all threes, but the base danger level is 6, so 9 is the number you need to beat.
Oh, what?
Because I only take
You take one of the. Okay.
Yeah, I take the highest.
I am gonna add snake
And mark fatigue.
and market fatigue.
Good.
Can I bring my machete? Would that help? I don't want to have to kill anyone, but I will if I have to. Is that fine?
It's already a dangerous encounter because there are weapons involved. So the machete could only help.
Sounds good to me. And because I have 2 of them, I can go akimbo. I'm just kidding. Okay, number to beat is 9.
Yes.
I did increase my name die to a D8 when I got my nickname, right?
Yes.
I was supposed to. Okay, cool.
That is
Easy
correct.
claps. Someone quick. What's 7 plus 5?
12.
12 plus 4. 16.
Dude. All
Yeah,
right.
I got 4 on the knife die, and I got 7 and 5 as my highest.
So the drones are like whizzing around you as this is happening, but they let it happen. What happens as you take on this assault unit and make your way into the castle? Ooh, actually, this is a good point for your new psychic abilities to show up.
Jesus, I didn't think this was actually gonna happen.
What?
Yeah. So,
You have to let go of your past trauma.
you get a. Oh man, where is it?
That-
Oh, maybe that thing does the thing.
No, it's because I met the headband lady. You guys are crazy. I read the brochure.
You get a tier 3 redacted acquisition with 2 uses.
Is that on here anywhere? Oh, yeah. Damn. Was
So-
it psychosis?
Yeah,
That's not the right word.
Yeah, psychic. And this can look however you want it to. They
Is this just like the budding of it and it doesn't count as a use?
it will count as a use if you want to. No, I'm gonna say it's just the budding. This is just
Okay.
flavor at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm psychic now,
Yeah.
and I'm entering this castle.
Yep.
And this riot team is trying to stop me.
Yep.
Is like any psychic power on the table?
Yeah. They say telekinesis,
Okay,
ESP,
that's-
pyrokinesis,
Ooh.
telepathy, flight, force fields, astral projection.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're just pretty much anything Jean Grey can do, you can do.
I pick one of those things, or I can do all those things.
Sure.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do 2 things, and
Okay.
it's I'm gonna use like what's that bardic ability that does psychic damage? Vicious mockery. I'm gonna get in their heads and make them think that each one is out to get them / betray them, so they're already like super on edge against each other. And then I'm gonna have the first one to see me and fire at me. I'm gonna telekinesis the bullets to hit another one nearby, and then use that chaos to like incite them, like incite infighting between them as I
Yeah.
scurry into as I slither into the castle. Because I'm a snake.
As
That's
you
psychic snake.
make it into the castle. You find an orange tiled room filled with glass tubes. Each tube has a piece of cardboard hanging from a length of string with a name printed on it. The competitors' names are on these strings. Each tube is full of buzzing flies. There are a number of flies in each tube, equivalent to that competitor's number of followers.
That's weird.
It is.
Yeah.
You get 2 redacted FMAS assault rifles.
Is that what tier is that?
Sorry, it is a tier 2 FMAS
Oh.
assault rifle.
I got one of them.
One of them. That's how I'm going to do this. You get 1 redacted acquisition, and this is one that you need to roll for. It is a D20.
Blaze it.
I wish I would have fought him for this. This is cool.
Oh, 1.
You get an inscrutable gadget.
I don't know what that means.
That's inscrutable.
This is tier 1.
Yes.
Are you looking up inscrutable?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be screwed.
I'm pretty sure it means that like you don't know what it does.
Impossible to understand or interpret.
Yeah. Inscrutable.
Kind of like me.
Yep.
Gandhi.
And redacted acquisitions can be used in redacted contests.
Only in redacted contests?
No, they
Or-
can.
okay.
They
They're
can
the
be
only
used.
acquisitions that can be used in redacted contests.
Yes.
Okay.
That makes sense then, because I'm sure the redacted assault rifles won't turn off.
Mm-hmm. They don't lock up.
Nice. Good to know. Good to know.
Oh. But if you want to use in deathmatch, you could just be like, I don't know what the fuck this is for.
Oh, my gadget.
Yeah.
Just beat up someone with it. Yeah.
As you are walking through this lab, you knock something over, taking a big whiff of it in, and you get a special advancement.
Yeah, I went crazy.
Yeah, you did.
It's not over.
Oh. Oh.
You gotta be careful.
I'm going to increase my redacted capability die size.
Oh,
Is that dumb? No.
not
it
with all
doesn't
that
matter.
gear you just got.
Yeah. I'm going to start rolling redacted like crazy sometimes. Maybe.
The third and final thing you get are classified maps of all 3 islands.
Whoa.
And there are several locations on the first 2 that were not marked on the maps you were given. Not just the redacted areas. Those like have the full description,
Mm.
but there are also areas of the map that you didn't see before.
Hmm.
And on this map, there's only one addition. There's a small island behind the end game, and it is labeled Archives.
Where is it? Is it here?
No, it's the
It's the island you pointed at.
the one you pointed
Oh.
at. Yeah.
So that's not on our knowledge of the.
So
island.
it's labeled on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You guys like
Wow.
on your map you could see it, but it wasn't labeled.
Mm.
This one is like Archives, big orange letters. And that's it.
I have a new mission. Books. Nice. Thank you for taking me on that journey.
Cool. All right. Stevie. Where did you land?
The maze.
The maze. The maze is an extensive labyrinth of towering box hedge rows, neatly clipped to shape. Think The Shining.
Mm.
The sun is beating down. Your clothes are damp with sweat. The ceaseless corridor smells of freshly cut greenery. There are limestone chips crunching underfoot. And you encounter someone from this other part of the book that I have to get to.
You say a minotaur.
Did you say please say a minotaur?
I was gonna say a minotaur. Just that would be sick. But also, I'd probably die. Less sick.
So, you see a about 20-year-old boy wearing an all white outfit, and on his little name number area, it says that his name is 0, and it says that his number is 000.
That's sick.
Oh.
And his eyes kind of squint at you, and your psychic abilities start to
I'm Wesley.
pick up.
I'm the only one who has a psychic ability.
Yeah, mine are real. You're fake.
And he speaks to you in your mind,
Oh.
like, we can all get out of here alive. You don't have to do this.
Okay, what? How?
We just we have to break out of the game.
Oh my god, you're so right. What? Like, you think people haven't thought about that before?
Yeah, well, they didn't give people powers before. Like, they can't hear this conversation we're having.
Oh.
They have no idea.
Oh shit, I guess not. There's like weird feedback in the camera. That's all. Okay.
Listen, we got to meet up with everyone else. Do you have any allies?
Yeah, I think one of them went to the castle and the other one went to the sphere. I don't remember who went who. I know they're fighting over going to the sphere because one of them loves ice cream. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
They both went to redacted areas?
Yeah. Is that bad?
I don't know if we can trust them.
Why?
Because they might be part of production.
I've been to a redacted area.
You have?
I'm not a part of production.
Oh.
There was just a switch.
So, I'm going to need you to do a social check. And let's see if he believes you.
Is it just the social or is it everything?
Always your name
Yeah, always
Always my name.
everything.
and your job if it makes sense. And you can use a fatigue to add another skill.
The number to beat is 11.
Dude, thanks for saying yes on that thing.
Right?
Yeah, we would have been lame.
Yeah, I 8 billion % would have been like, I'm good.
Ooh, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do fatigue.
Do it, man.
Ugh.
And then eat your cookies.
Yeah. I just don't know what other capability makes sense. My heart wants to do deathmatch because I upgraded that to a D8. Because it's like if he starts, yeah.
It could be the intimidation factor that
Or it could be the ability to defend yourself if he gets aggressive.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
She's looking for a D8. She can't find one.
Thank you.
4 dies. Are you rolling your job?
I only say because like my whole job was selling ideas of things, like selling like
Like
this
stonks?
is a good idea to invest in this.
Yeah.
That's
up to
how
God to decide.
That is up to God.
Do it.
the power higher than
God said yes.
actually production.
True. He's mathing?
What?
It's your 2 highest.
15.
Ooh.
Nice.
Rolled an 8 and a 7.
My dad
Yeah,
did not
so
help you.
he trusts you. Like, okay, we're going to all make it out of here.
Okay.
At the end of the maze, you find a PSG-1 sniper rifle. And you get a special advancement.
Yeah.
I can't believe my psychic abilities were so strong that just by hanging out with me, you guys also got psychic ability.
Yeah, that's definitely what
That's
happened.
crazy.
Nothing to do with the surgery.
I am the honored one.
Ooh, that's cool. On support bolster, they take +1 die size. I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, sorry. I marked guys for that one. Was I supposed to? For that riot challenge? I marked followers.
Oh,
We're still getting followers, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, you are.
Okay, do it.
Yes, make sure you take your 11 followers. 10,000 followers. I wish they had just made it like 100,000 so I could be like 100,000, 1,100,000. No, that doesn't make sense either.
1100's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Yeah.
That's why I don't think at all. I simply.
All right. On to the sphere.
The sphere.
Super excited about the sphere.
Me
It's
too.
just ice cream.
It's just ice cream.
Sitting in
I'm
the
in
middle.
heaven.
Sitting in the middle of a neat green lawn is a huge sphere made of ice cream. No.
It's like it's projecting my own wants.
Yeah, right?
Your psychic powers are budding.
are changing it. Made of bright white polymer fabric. A clear tunnel of plastic leads to an entry flap. There is soft green grass underfoot, and a bird chirps nearby. As you are approaching the sphere, you feel a pull, like a like unconscious need to run away, and your psychic ability is fighting with your subconscious programming.
Whoa.
So, I am going to roll some stuff over here.
Okay.
12 is the number to beat.
Okay.
Just beat it.
You
You can probably use ice cream scooper here because it's such a perfect sphere that you really want to go.
So
I am going to let you take that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
okay, yeah. I'm also as far as like the capability that I want to use challenge beast to quite literally force my body to.
What is the default
move.
capability?
Just a second. It's a redacted contest.
That makes sense.
Yeah, redacted.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can mark your fatigue to also roll challenge.
Something
beast.
else.
Can I mark 2 fatigue to roll
Nope.
2 other things? Damn.
I asked the same thing earlier.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'm not going to physically force my body. I'm going to use social game to try and convince.
You.
Yeah, I'm going to like mediate between like my psychic budding abilities and my subconscious. Like, come on, calm down, guys. Okay, so name, occupation, sphere, naturally. Redacted, and a D8. Do I have anything else on this planet that could help me? Could I argue that I use the small luxury of the cookies as a way to make me feel better before going in?
Nah, I think that's a stretch.
A 12.
Number to beat 12.
Easy clap.
Oh, shit. Fuck. You sure I can't use the cookie?
The pull of the
Oh.
subconscious programming is actually heightened by your new psychic abilities. You look into the infinite void of whiteness inside of that tunnel, and you are forced away from it.
Damn it. I got 11.
That
I got
sucks.
11.
You take one more fatigue,
Fuck.
and you get 10,000 followers.
All right. Of course, the people watching are just, what a coward. Just
That
walk
is hard
in there.
to say. You mark this many boxes. Like, yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, do I say boxes? Do I say followers? All right. And that brings us to the end game.
Boom, boom. Star Wars. Wait, no. Marvel.
Right after a brief break from this show's sponsors.
Grenades!
Cookies!
You ever get tired of your friends?
We make them all.
Here at Grenade Store,
You make
We
cookies that
sell
look like
grenades.
grenades.
Blow up-
Grenades that look like cookies.
love your friends.
And honestly, we've lost track of which ones are which. So go ahead and have
Yeah.
fun shopping at our store.
Pull that pin and take a chance.
Are you feeling lucky? We got cookies. Probably.
Russian roulette is child's
It's like
play.
that episode of One Piece when Luffy bit that apple and it didn't blow up.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody take a card and an expo marker. Here
Ooh.
you go. There are like printouts for this, but I forgot to ask you for them.
Oh.
It's on me.
It was on green.
I was about to take it.
Dude, I would have cried and pissed myself.
I didn't even get to go in the sphere.
Yeah, you fought me for what? Actually, I'm glad. That was hard, bro.
Yeah.
Better you than me, you know what I mean? Hey, yeah. That's another D6.
Nope, sure isn't. So, once all the competitor players have resolved their chosen node, another Claxton sounds. Rowboats are positioned along the inner shore throughout the island, and they row to the endgame arena individually. There is a separate entrance for each surviving survivor. And there is one person you haven't met, there is Zero, and then there's the three of you.
Okay. I just brought Zero with me. Or...
Yeah, I figured like you
Okay.
guys,
They teamed up.
yeah, teamed up around there.
I'm just sorry. I'm just thinking about the footage that they got of us just like making expressions.
Emoting at
Yeah.
each other.
Hey guys, this is Zero.
Hi, Zero. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna
Wah, 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 wah.
I'll be like, talk to him with your brain, because we can do that now, I guess.
This is fucking crazy. I can't believe my psychic powers are so strong.
Because my psychic powers did not awaken, right?
They did.
Or did they?
They did while you were fighting that
Okay,
guy.
gotcha.
So you also get the tier 3 redacted
Gotcha.
Oh.
You just weren't
power.
strong enough to overcome your neural programming to not sphere. You could
wild.
say you succumbed to the sphere.
I mean,
The fear.
don't we all at the end?
Yeah, true.
Thinking about subliminal programming, as you all are walking through your individual hallways, you hear, play to win, play to win, play to win, play to win. Just kind of reverberating in your head, right? Which is the
Motto.
motto of Deathmatch Island. And as you're walking down this hallway, you see it is called the Rite of Passage. There's like a little like golden sign above it. And there are plaques for every single competitor throughout the years that has passed. It's massive. And if we were playing New Game Plus,
The old winners.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
see that. And you see 27 and that person in their like little like trench coat, and then you see the season that you were a part of, and then about 10 seasons after that, and then now it's on season 40 and it's got a big question mark.
What?
Oh shit.
No, that one threw me for a loop.
No.
You want to explain it?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
We were out for a long time when we said yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you were out
That's-
for several years.
Several seasons.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That's fucking wild.
I'm surprised I didn't pick that up at the boat, dude. I feel dumb now.
No, it's okay. Season 40 is their like all-star season where they take, you know, some of the
What
people
season
who
were we a part of?
27 or something.
So 27 happened before you guys.
Yeah, 'cause
we
you
never
saw the plane.
established.
Yeah.
You saw the plan,
Okay.
it was a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You saw a map from
Season 20.
27
Yeah.
sometime in the
So-
past.
So we were somewhere between 27 and 40.
Okay. I just assumed that we were 40 when the boats
Yeah,
pulled us.
that,
I was
so
like,
did I.
yeah.
I didn't even.
No.
And then he just said that, and I was like, I think he's confused.
I said it wasn't a typo.
I know. I was like, huh. Weird. Whatever.
Okay,
No, it's not whatever.
At this point, we're supposed to do final jury votes. I don't think it makes sense for us to do it again. But if we were going to play this again, your final jury votes would determine what it says on your plaque, right? If you had outbrave and outsmart, it might be guardian or commando or fixer, and they've got a whole like list of them.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of cool for the new game plus type stuff. Now, here is the standoff. At the end of each hallway is another orange door. At this point, each competitor player has an individual decision to make. Are you going to play to win, or are you going to try and break the game? Okay, so
So that's what these are for.
Yep. So if you want to play to win, put a big W on it. If you want to break the game, put a big B on it,
No one looked.
and then pass them to me.
I can't write.
I would
my
like to
markers
point out
in my marker.
Zero and the unknown person also get a vote.
Can someone give me one of their markers when they're done? Mine's been eaten by itself. Should we write our names as well? So you know who's who.
No, I don't need to know.
Okay. I don't know why you're yelling at me.
It's a W or a B.
Yeah. To try and win or break the game.
Why is this hard?
He wrote an L?
He wants to just lose. He gives up.
I'm good.
I'll just hang out here.
Yeah, you guys fight. I'll leave when the boats come. What,
There's
they gonna do,
always the
stop
third
me?
option. Not making
L
a
for leave.
decision. Just
True.
stand there.
Oh,
holding
L
the
for
doorknob.
leave. True.
Yeah.
There's a game I played. I forgot what it's called, but you have to sign a contract in the beginning. And if you sit there for no shit IRL, I think it's somewhere between like 10 and 15 minutes, and you don't actually sign it, you take too long and he kills you, but you get an achievement for wasting his time. But it's
Far
no
Cry.
shit like over 10 minutes.
Far Cry had that. So Far Cry 4, initially you are going to India for like an inheritance. And the idea is like you see how horrible the main villain is, and then he leaves and you're supposed to like leave, break out and everything, fight against him. But if you stand there for long enough, he comes back with your money. He's like, all right, there you go. And then the game end, roll
Credits
credits.
roll, yeah.
And then they carried that over to the fifth one.
That's sick.
All right. You enter the maze. There's another maze in here. Let's
Like,
see.
well,
No,
it's
they
just here.
describe it better. The outer circle impressions. Okay, there are miniature landmarks. The radio mast that you were at, a volcano, a stadium, Big Ben, a dinosaur. All of these are recreations, right? They're all like museum pieces almost, and they are about head height and made of concrete, glass, and steel. They're probably extremely hazardous. Dramatic music is playing over the loudspeakers. You can hear hints of the other competitors. You know, Zero's probably over there somewhere. You can probably reach out to him psychically, and you can hear another person scuttling about. Yes, like a crab. There is a viewing chamber set off in the cliffs above, visible from all points of the arena. A long glass window with hazy silhouetted figures are watching everything. Somewhere in this maze is a control room, but it's all part of the game.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay. We're going to do this like a normal phase 2. So we scout, we scramble, and then we fight. During the scout phase, competitors move through the outer circle maze, trying to outmaneuver the competition. Competitors may roll any capability based on their approach. They are not contesting a production roll, they are only competing against each other. This does not have to be a deathmatch. This can be whatever you want it to be.
Deathmatch saute.
You can try and socialize while this final bit is happening. You can obviously go the deathmatch route. You can try and jump on things and get advantages.
Sorry, the timing was a little weird. We were coming through these tunnels, but she wants to tell us about Zero. Did that happen as well?
Yes, I'm gonna say it can happen psychically at
Okay.
this point.
That's
She tells you about 0.
That's my favorite go-to sound effect. I want to and tell, I guess, both of them and 0, since I'm now aware of 0, about the archives.
Ooh, okay.
And I want to state that my goal is to get to the archives. And then I want to look for a way to get to the archives in my scout round. Mechanically, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, and you said there's another person here?
Yes.
Yeah, the crab. That's a nickname he got on his way here.
Am I able to like reach out to them telepathically?
When you do, you encounter a like dark, angry force.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna have to deal with whoever that other person is. Unfortunately, they don't seem to want anything to do with working together.
Hey, is this thing on? I can start scouting out, I guess. I'm gonna
I
climb
can-
up something and
I
start
can
surveying.
try and find them and like take care of them.
What?
Like take care of them. Like
You can't wink psychically.
take them out.
Oh,
I
take
can
them
send
out, yeah.
vibes though.
That doesn't translate very well.
This whole conversation is vibes. You can't send vibes within vibes.
Yeah, you can.
It's only emojis.
It's like when we go to lunch.
Yeah.
We'll message each other at work. And, oh, you trying to? And we'll use emojis to like spell out the restaurant we're trying to go to.
That's wild.
It's so
That's
dumb.
great.
It's so fun. It's hard.
It does get like wildly complicated.
Okay.
Oh shit, he killed us all.
0 just rolled terribly.
Oof.
This is against each other.
Oh.
Am I rolling against the archives?
You're rolling this is like
against like every other player.
every other player, and then whoever wins gets that D10 advantage for the next 2 steps.
Since I'm trying, sorry, you said what do we roll for the capabilities?
You get to choose. Yeah.
Do I have to argue with you?
Am I allowed to
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
the person in the scout phase?
No, dude.
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
is like you maneuvering to get in a position to kill him.
Okay.
but-
I just want to argue that since I guess I'm not being too. My goal is the archives, and so I think redacted. I know I could have said that a lot better, but that's my argument.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you for understanding me. That's all I'm gonna roll, my 2d8s for my name and my redacted.
I'm just climbing on stuff, so I got a 10.
What'd you roll? Climbing?
The challenge beast.
That makes sense. Oh, I got 15.
Dang. Okay.
I got
Yeah,
an 8 and a
12.
7.
All right. Well, Wesley, you did the best.
I'm not trying to
That's because
murder him.
I'm the most psychic.
Okay.
I sculpted this island using my wah.
And then we get to the scramble phase.
So I get a D10 to use during the battle royale.
Yeah. The maze restructures itself as walls fold away and others slam shut. Competitors find themselves split into 2 groups. The competitors chosen by the winner of the scout stage.
Oh no.
Yeah, you get that plus everything else.
Do they have to be even groups?
They don't. It does state that.
This is hard.
Just you and all 4 of us.
Yeah, this symbolizes you making it to the control panel for some reason,
Yeah.
and now you have the option to move around walls.
Okay.
But you do need to split them into 2 groups.
You were already
Just split
planning.
that other person off from us.
Well, you were planning on taking him out, right?
Yeah.
Do you want backup?
I wouldn't say no to backup.
I'll put us with him. I am part of the two groups, right? Okay. I will put Deb and myself with Crab. And then you with Zero.
Okay.
Zero is a player I
Yes.
almost vote, yeah. Does that work?
Yeah.
Cool. That is my decision. That is how I'm splitting the party.
All right.
Damn, so Zero's been here for a minute. Since season -1.
Season 0.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot episode.
So let's start with the Crab group. It's a death match.
That makes
Yeah.
sense to me. Us versus Crab.
You guys versus Crab.
So in this death match,
Uh-huh. As you roll up, you see he does look like a crab. I'm gonna go with that. Because
Yeah,
crabs are the ultimate form of
yeah, I was
life.
gonna say he has a hard exterior.
Everything evolves into crabs eventually.
True.
Go look it up. There's a word for it.
Crabification.
Maybe. I don't think
That's
so.
probably not the word.
But yeah, he has like this kind of chitinous exterior, and he lunges at you guys with his crab hands. Claws.
Carcinization.
Carcinization. Thank
You
you.
become carcinous.
Becoming crabs.
I do want to use my redacted assault rifle
Okay.
on Crab.
Oh, you have a
Sounds
sniper
good.
rifle.
The number to beat is 13.
That's not bad for a crab.
How far away is he from me?
He's running at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So closing distance quickly,
Okay.
but not quicker than
Not quicker than the bullet.
yeah, sure. Jesus Christ. Dude, this D10 was useless. I used a D10. I wish I didn't. I got 17.
Nice.
I do know math. I got
And I lost the D10.
6
I've used it.
plus 4 is 10. Right?
Yes.
3 plus 4 plus 2 is
Y-
19.
Jesus. I thought I rolled high.
Wow. How do you want to do it?
It's all you.
Shoot him in his dumb crab face. As he's running towards us, I'm gonna kind of like panic and get out the sniper rifle and probably not use the scope because,
Too close.
yeah, like I feel like it's just probably not really built for this distance. And then I'm just gonna shoot.
He brought a claw to a gunfight.
All right. Crab meat everywhere.
Oh, God.
Imitation.
Imitation crab meat.
He had not reached full
God.
carcinization.
He would have survived if he had.
Mm-hmm. We're good. Right? Elliot, I'm saying this. You're not gonna kill me. I'm not gonna kill you. We're gonna go to the
No.
archives and break the game.
Right.
Okay. I'm watching you.
Do I get followers for that?
Do I
Yeah,
get half
sure.
Does it
followers for
matter?
that?
I don't think it matters at this point.
Probably
but
not, but yeah, go ahead
it
and
matters.
take those.
It matters to some of us.
13.
It matters to all of us. We could get a second nickname.
10,
Or I could go
12,
one, maybe.
13. I just need 11. What?
Wait, how many did I don't care.
10,000 more. 11, 10,000.
This is so hard. I do wish it was.
Yeah, see?
It should have just been 1,000.
It's been hard to like not visualize, but like
Quantify it.
to speak it. Yeah.
Verbalize.
Verbalize it.
It's not a. No, it's not a
Thank
verb.
you.
No.
Ver-
Yeah.
Verbalizing is like
No,
saying with
dude.
words.
No, it's verb.
You're wrong.
Cool. We killed Crab. That's our side.
What happens on your side with Zero?
What does he do first?
He is wah-wah-wah-wah-wah-ing, trying to be like, listen, we can still make it out of here. We'll be just fine. Like, just keep. And he's like looking at your weapons, being like, it's okay. And he's like trying to back away.
I mean, this is just kind of pathetic, right? How? Or, sorry. I was saying that out loud, but I'm like, wah, 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 wah.
Thank you.
How?
Well, I don't really know. We we have to get out. There's got to be.
Sorry.
There's the people watching us up there. There's.
Tell me everything you know.
There were all those boats.
Any leads, anything at all.
Sorry, I'm going to interject here. I did tell you about the archives.
Mhm.
I don't know if I told you. I just want to make sure you know that I told you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I signed up for this dumb game show, and it turned out to be a lot more intense than I thought. And they said, well, maybe we should like start wiping people's memories after this, and that's one of the last things I remember.
Are there any like camera drones around here, or like obviously affixed cameras?
Yes, but this is happening psychically. They
Right.
can't hear it, but they are like seeing you two like scrunch faces at each other.
So I'll look up at it and just say, I don't know, just dodge this. All right. And I'm gonna just mime like I'm really giving it my all.
Oh,
trying
stage
to-
fighting?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if he believes you.
Quick, let's check if there's poisonous berries, and we all threaten to eat them.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he did not roll well. That is a 9. Give me a social. You can spend fatigue to try and add something else.
That's why you're so ice cream socials.
Ice cream
Oh,
socials. Come on,
true.
that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. 7.
Dude.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You
Okay.
don't
not-
have anything that you can like
Yeah,
Use?
use your climbing gear.
No.
offer him cookies?
No.
All right. Zero does not believe you, so he is going to move on to a deathmatch roll.
Oh no. Wait, can I support in any way?
I think we're past it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't think about it.
Yeah, I'm not used to being psychic.
Yeah. I was like, I am far away, unreachable. Sure, we're talking.
Okay. Number to beat's 11 as he lunges at you and removes a weapon.
You're used to ice cream socials getting violent.
I have a close combat weapon. He removes it.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that I am going to get a fatigue. It is my 4th fatigue.
Oof.
Okay.
Does that mean an injury?
Yes.
Okay. Ow.
Oh, my brain.
And I'm going to use my beast mode because I'm going to try and do like more acrobatic or athletic.
Oh, instead of, yeah, you're going to do a flip.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I want to use my... Oh, I still have my oar. I use my oar.
Sure.
That thing's made it all the way here.
Just been strapped to his back
Just
the
on a
whole time.
whim.
It's
I
one
was
of those
just like-
starter weapons that you can't get rid of.
Yeah. Because it only
Yeah.
sells for like one, so you're like, I
Yeah.
might as well hold on to it.
Well, you try and sell it multiple
Oh, it
times, and it
doesn't even-
always pops back up in your
Yeah.
inventory, and you're like, oh, Jesus.
That way the game knows you always have at least one weapon.
So that's going to be a D4 added after the fact.
Yes.
Yeah, on top of.
Oh no.
Is it
8.
It's below 11. All right.
RIP.
Wow. Okay. Let's see.
Oh my God. And Zero's been all like, oh no, please help. Like, we don't have to kill each other. And then he's going to just eviscerate me and then look at you guys
Yeah,
and
he's
be
gonna
like,
fucking open his Android compartment, reveal a Gatling gun, and then.
the like steam coming
Yeah.
off of their hand.
So, the narration here is interesting. So, it starts with you.
Mhm.
How do you seize the initiative and think you're about to win?
That was weird.
So I'm like idly swinging like around his form, but he thinks that it's real. I was never an actor, so
Ice cream
Um,
scooper.
yeah, just an ice cream scooper, the best one there was. But he like hits my arm and like knocks the weapon from me because I was not expecting it. Grabs it and starts like pushing back. So I kind of like shove him and realize that he's like pretty easy to shove. So then I start like trying to do more boxing kind of a form, and I'm backing him into a corner.
Okay. What miscalculation do you make, and what opening do you leave?
I forgot about the fact that the weapon's really fucking sharp.
Okay. He takes advantage of this by throwing the weapon to the other side, and you've been fighting an astral projection this whole time. And he
Oh.
stabs you in the back.
Oh shit.
Quite literally.
Is that the end? Now you get to choose this. If it's not the end, we keep fighting and it just cycles at this point.
That's cool that they kind of let you call it whenever you want.
Yeah.
Unless, I assume, if you get to the bottom of your injuries, but.
If it is the end, you describe your last moments.
I'm gonna have someone else roll for me, please.
What do you
Decide
want?
my fate.
You want a D4 evens odds?
Yeah.
What is
Evens, I live.
4?
I live.
All right. How do you avoid death in this instance?
There's a certain scene in Naruto where Sasuke is fighting his brother, and they're like within layers of
Genjutsu?
genjutsu. So like breaks out of one layer and then breaks out of another layer. So that stabbing was also just another astral projection. And then our actual bodies are
Ooh.
still over in the corners.
Okay. And man, okay. Yeah.
This is getting wild.
And so he starts running at you, and it's slightly faster than it should be, and he's kind of like shifting back and forth as this like superpower is manifesting itself.
Damn. And now we roll again? Or...
And now you describe again.
Oh, I describe again.
I describe, yeah, we don't roll again. You are going to die.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it's interesting.
That was fun.
So he's starting to like shift around then, and that's when I reach into my pocket and then I pull out my last grenade. And realizing that like I'm probably not going to be able to make it, I pull the pin and I like hold it and charge at him, hoping to like at least get it onto him or like near him in some shape or form, and then like dive away.
Okay.
So
And he grabs the grenade and then hugs you with it.
oh,
Oof. Oh. Is this the end?
this is the end.
And
It'd be rough if it wasn't.
Another
It wasn't, but I
illusion.
wish that
Should have been.
and another layer of reality kind of crumbles, and you see just yourself with the grenade, and he's standing across the room still. And
That's good.
yeah.
Rip.
The production watching is like, what the fuck is going on?
He just blew himself up.
Oh, wait, yeah. I didn't think about the fact that they can't.
Literally just sees the knife get thrown. And then
Wait, you look ridiculous.
That's some great television, folks.
Useless clips, useless B-roll.
All right. Flipping back to you two, the wall comes down at this point, and Zero is standing well away from the burnt corpse of Ace. Oh. With that one follower, did you get a nickname?
no,
Oh.
Damn.
I died nicknameless.
Ace 213.
Well, that just makes me think of the end of Go to Sleep, the song with Eminem and DMX. Because he's like, die nameless, bitch.
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
Wild.
I've never gotten to reference that, but I love that part.
That does sound hard to reference.
Yeah, it doesn't come up a lot for some reason.
I thought you were going to keep us safe. I thought we were going to break the game together.
Yeah, me too. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
He attacked me.
He
And-
attacked you?
Yeah, and now Zero is going to run at you two.
Damn, didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right.
Okay.
The guy who would attack someone, you think he'd have a nickname. Just kidding.
All right. That is a 12.
I'm busting out all the stops.
Right? This is a death match. You can spend a fatigue to use other things.
I'm spending a fatigue to use redacted as I use my psychic powers to psychic my powers. And challenge, right? Because we always add at least those two things. It is a death match. My bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. So the psychic
roll
powers is a
D8?
tier 3 power, so I add 3d4 on top of what I roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, 3d4. And then we have been not using trust very much in this game.
Oh yeah.
But do you guys have trust for each other?
I actually don't think I. Oh, I do have one.
I have.
Are we in
trust
this together
For
still?
Ace.
Oh.
Rip. I can do it for Ace, you know?
No, I'm not going to apply. I'm sorry.
That's valid. Okay.
Oh. I guess this will decide whether or not I get to use my trust for you. Cinematically, as he starts to charge us, I quickly, we're still in this together, right? I say to
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Okay, sick.
I am gonna try, like, for me, I am gonna say to Zero, like, you're the one that said we didn't have to kill each other. Like,
That sounds like a social role.
yeah.
So still do the death
I was
match.
gonna pay fatigue to
Yeah.
do both.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Hey, can we cinematically?
While I'm pointing a shotgun at him.
I don't know if this
Oops.
works, but let me know if this works. Cinematically, if I guess this is hard, but if they're socializing and I'm ready to fight, can I like save lethal for if she fails? Does that make sense?
Yes, I'll say yes.
Okay, cool. I'm rolling a lot of dice. Possibly every dice in the game. Where's my other 8? Oh, it's right here. Damn, that is not good. 5, 6, 7, 8.
15.
Dang.
14.
Okay. Take 12 and 6, 10,000 followers. Does that get you up to a name level 2?
It does. Like, I'm 1 box in.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. D10.
right. D10 name dice.
Yeah.
Dang.
You're a celebrity.
I am.
Crowd's favorite.
Also, I'm really glad I marked the boxes the way I did now, because then I'm like, first line, and then I made an X, and now I'm filling in half the X.
That's smart. I'm gonna do that. every
Yeah, I
other
planned
place,
that. That was my plan the whole time. For sure.
Oh, I lost 1 use of psychic powers.
I lost my shotgun. I assume I shot him?
No, I'm going
Or-
to say the social beat
Oh.
out,
Okay.
and you all are now like psychically intertwined. And Damien, you can play as Zero from now on.
Nice.
Okay.
Goodbye.
This was Ace, right?
Yeah.
Poor Ace. Alas, poor Yorick. We knew him well.
The ice cream will never be scooped the same again.
Never.
Mediocre
And
ice
that-
cream scoops from now on.
And that 3-block radius.
All right. Now, we have the option. We could end here and just have production kill all of you because you're not fighting each other anymore.
Doesn't sound cool.
No, not at all. Or you can tell me how you're trying to break the game. And we can go to the redacted end game.
We can use.
There were boats that got us here, right? Like around this island.
Yeah.
We can try to get to archives. It just feels right. Feel right to you?
Yeah.
New ace? I'm just kidding. That would sorry, that would be crazy.
Start talking about ice cream. More.
I just find a really round rock. Does this make you happy? How do you feel about this?
So are there? I guess that's the move, is to try to archive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how do we go there?
So, the game designers did not plan for this.
Oh,
And so there is a door labeled production only, restricted, do not enter, not for competitors. And there's like 10 different signs on it. I am going to need a redacted against subliminal. So, give me a redacted roll. You are trying to beat 9. It's not too bad.
I'm not rolling, right?
I failed to beat less. You can.
Just use your character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Ace lives again.
that's gonna be 0, not ace anymore.
Where's my other D8? I know I have 2 of them. Don't I? I swear I did. Did it die? Did I die?
No, Ace died.
Oh, true. Oh, I found it.
And what is it again? 9?
Yes.
I got 9.
Ooh.
Can I would like to use my inscrutable gadget. Help me out here with this redacted door. It's
Okay.
inscrutable.
It's redacted.
I'm gonna use psychic powers.
Yeah, it's redacted.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I got 9. Oh, dude, my gadget went crazy.
Dude, it's wild that
Tell me
you
you
guys
got
are
a
rolling
9.
this low.
Dude, I got a 4
Oh, wow.
and a 1.
Look at 0.
11, 15, 17.
Dude, 0 is just like, and the door opens.
Yeah, it actually changes to 4 competitors. Please walk this way.
Yeah. It calls us out by name.
You walk into
Your
a
followers.
very...
Do I get followers?
You do, yeah.
No, Zero's gonna get the nickname Ace. Should've.
Yeah, I was gonna say he can get New Ace as his name.
That will be his nickname. Yeah.
Zace.
Is everyone cool with that? New
I'll
ace?
go with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you hit it?
Wait,
Yeah.
It'd been 9.
it looks like it. Yeah,
Yeah, I hit it by 1.
nice.
That's awesome.
Great job, New Ace.
Man, old Ace could never.
That guy kind of sucked, honestly.
You walk into a server room. It is cold. It is corporate. It is thousands upon thousands of blinking lights. But you don't know, like, you don't think there's anybody actually in here. You, to the left, can hear the sound of flies buzzing in another room.
Oh God.
And to the right, you see a room with a bunch of the red Seaburn suits that you would recognize, Wesley, that the production, like, armed guard were using.
Maybe we should
Change.
change.
Wait, we saw just the suits, not people in suits.
Yeah, it's like a changing room for the guards.
Yeah, let's change.
All right, everyone's going to change?
Yeah.
All right. As you are heading that way, alarms start to sound.
Oh, that's not ideal.
That's what I said.
Containment. What we need everyone on hand, and you hear boots coming down the hallway as you're slipping into these. They're like, let's see if they recognize you guys. Okay, the number. Let's see. You have on Seaburn suits. I'm gonna call that a 2. A level 2 redacted item.
Okay.
Okay. And then a social or snake. The number to beat is 18.
Oh.
Damn.
Shit.
So level
Because
2
when you're
redacted
trying to fight production at the very end, I roll 2d12
Jesus. Okay.
on top of a couple of other things, but don't worry about that.
So
18.
for
Can I use? We can only
can
use one.
support you, maybe,
Huh? Oh, support me.
because on support / bolster, you take +1 die size. That's what I did for my special advancement. For like the die that I give you, so I'll give you a D8 instead of a D.
Okay.
Wait, which die do we give them
D6 base. So you would give me a D8.
for the capability?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you give
Yeah.
your capability.
your
right?
capability
Okay.
to the
Okay.
person.
So yeah, it would be
So you would give me a D10 because your social is D8,
yes.
right? If she supported me with social, she would give me a D8 because her social is a D8.
Yes.
But I do a plus
But
one
she
die
does a
size.
plus one
so
die
he'd get
size.
Oh,
D10.
yes. Okay, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm also going to use my second charge of psychic powers because I would like to be 18.
That's fair.
So I would get 5d4s, right? 3 from the psychic power, 2 from the suit. Right?
Do I bolster you? as
If you
well?
want, that would be
Yeah, I think that's our best bet. Yeah.
your social and or snake is also the D8.
What?
His social, yes.
Your social is a D8.
Yeah. Why are you guys talking about your capability?
That's what you support
Okay.
with.
No, that's not.
What are you saying?
That's what we've been doing this whole time.
No, you've been bolstering with your name die.
Is that-
So the name dies for trust. The support should come from one of your capabilities.
Bolster you. Add a copy of their name die to your pool.
Oh my god, hold
Well,
on.
it's still a D7.
Have I been doing this
No,
wrong
it'd
the
be a
whole time?
D12 because I.
Oh, you
got-
just...
I don't even have a D12 out. You have a D12.
I do have a D12. Is that... Is it okay if we switch? I know we've been
Yeah,
playing
go
the
for
other
it.
way the whole time. Okay, and then I need 3 more D4s.
I just thought it was straight D6s, but
No,
One.
you're...
yeah.
Alright.
Someone, 2 of you give me
One
D4s.
trust with him.
Yeah,
One
when
of you
s-
give me a D4 each. Hand it over. D4.
When you support a competitor in a
This one's
contest,
treating
take
me
one
well.
trust
Dude.
with them.
That one's
Mark
treated me
one
well.
new follower
That's
box
valid.
and give them your capability die to roll. When you use trust,
Oh.
ask them. Oh, I didn't read all of this.
Aha!
Okay, so it is...
When you use trust, ask them to bolster you, which is add a copy of their name die to your pool. Block fatigue or injuries for you. That's interesting.
And follow your
And
lead.
follow your lead.
So it is capabilities.
Yeah. Either way, it's a D8 thing, but
Whoa!
Oh, nice. I'm glad the D10 helped.
Yeah, so it looks like from the dice alone, it's 13. Right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 total.
Take 10,000 followers.
Ooh.
The other
Are
two,
you gonna
take
make
one, 10,000 followers.
I'm 3 away, which sucks because earlier I didn't take half because I thought it wouldn't matter, but now it does. But I'm sure I'll get another chance. Surely. Unless we win right now. Damn, how does this look?
The
I-
guards are like coming into the locker room
Was
to
this
throw
death
on.
match? What was this? Is this lethal, this encounter?
This
we're
was
in?
like social, this was seeing if they recognize us.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it was social or
Yeah,
snake.
or snake. Okay. What's up? Fellow corporate guys?
Another day, huh?
Yeah.
Man, gotta
This one's a rowdy group.
Yeah.
pull these on.
Yeah.
All right, through the server room. And they all start
Single
marching right on
Are there
out.
weapons in here?
Yes, yeah,
Sick.
there are
Yes.
the FMAS, whatever.
I forgot
Alright,
about
I'll
that.
just grab
Okay.
my assault rifle. Is it redacted or is it normal? It's redacted. Question mark?
It's redacted.
The assault rifle, yeah.
All right. And then you guys run the other direction, and somehow this takes you through the viewing room, and you see that it was just a row of mannequins at the window that was viewing down into there.
That's really upsetting.
Yeah. So no one saw him look crazy and just throw a knife.
There were plenty
sure
of
the cameras,
cameras,
yeah.
the followers. I think
Yeah.
you're good. All right. On to archives.
On to
Yeah.
Yeah.
archives.
All right. This location can only be found with a classified map. A bare and rocky island to the east of the endgame arena, cold and exposed. A square white building, windowless. Snowflakes are blowing in on an icy wind. This portion does not seem to be as tropical as the rest of the
Weird.
crest. Inside, a battered couch, a ping pong table, half a bottle of scotch, an old TV on a trolley showing live grainy footage of the endgame arena. But it is currently empty because y'all broke out. A wall of shelves groaning with VHS tapes and a VHS player. The VHS says season 40 on it. You start flipping through the other VHSs, and you see there's been one every year back into the 80s. Each player character increases their redacted die one size. The rest of these tapes are audition footage. And if we were going to play New Game Plus, you would also get some like redacted gear and another advancement.
Oh.
But you are able to escape the island. Congratulations.
Wow, we did it. Thank
I was
goodness I have
expecting-
these 2 cans of beans.
I was expecting you to say that the VHS tapes went on to see 41, 42, 43.
Oh, yeah, no, that's better. That one. Cool. That was Deathmatch Island.
I like that. I am curious about these new game features. Kind
I'm
of.
curious
thing.
about the flies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like the fly.
The
Flies
flies are
freak me
super
out.
creepy, huh? So, the new game features essentially.
Sorry, I gasped dramatically.
No, go for it.
No, I was we were talking about other alternate endings to this reality we just gave in. I imagined we were standing there counting the other videotapes, and then because you know how like reality kept like breaking away when they were fighting when he was fighting Zero. I imagine as we're counting the videotapes, reality breaks away, and someone's like tapping me, and they go, "Number 859, can you look into the camera?" And
Oh no! Don't you hate it when movies do that? Though?
yeah, dude,
But it's so good.
it is.
Like nothing happened, but everything happened.
Yeah, I do hate that, but I do love that as well.
Yeah.
It's like that one card.
It's got to be like tastefully done.
Yeah.
And it can't be like the default for everything.
Yeah, every movie can't end in a loop.
Yeah.
Because then it's just a chain link fence.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's a good little game.
Yeah.
So, for anybody that's going to run this, we did cast D as in Delta, as in Deathmatch Island. And cast D is the one with the psychic powers. And the it's called the Towards a Greater Evolution Deathmatch Island and casting version. And so there are some others. One is called On the Dynamics of Applied Authority. Another is called The Three Defenses of Coerced Conflict. And each one of them has a different like creepy vibe. But they're all on the same island.
That's awesome.
This is like, and maybe this is a crazy take. This seems like a good exercise in like what good railroading can look like, if that makes sense. 'Cause
Yeah,
it
that's
was
a good
like
point.
There were, each node was obviously like pre-generated, right?
Yes.
And we very much did do the challenges at each node, but it didn't feel lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there was also like plenty of nodes and not enough time for all of them.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
like that was also another good thing.
And if we did a new game plus, we would come back with the classified maps, and you would have
More locations.
even more locations.
That's cool.
Making more replayability
That's
later
sick.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, the dice system, I did like that because I mean a larger pool didn't necessarily mean that like adding an extra D4 wasn't just fucking phenomenal.
Mhm.
You know, like it was
Yeah.
just
It's
extra
not going to break
chances.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the difference of like, this is your pool and this is what you get on top of your pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I really like the fatigue system too, because then me as a GM, when someone's like, I want to do this wacky thing, I can be like, okay,
Okay, get tired.
yeah, like spend the fatigue. Like it's actually a mechanic instead
Mhm.
of me like having to fight my players.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice because
Yeah.
like that argument can be fun, but there's other times when it's like, yeah, I guess I'll give you another one.
It also
'cause-
balances it
Yeah.
in terms of like, you don't have to like, because players like, normally will always try to use their strongest die. But now when they know if their strongest die is an off die, they have to take fatigue. It like makes them not so like I gotta use snake and everything. Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And when they do use the snake, there's like a level of drawback for it. So I feel like that was like a healthy balance. I also like the nickname thing. That name mechanic was kind of cool.
Is
Like, I
that
didn't
kinda
expect it to
fun?
matter, but then when I went up to a D8, I was like, oh, nice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like now I have a D8 instead of a D6 every time. This is beautiful.
Yeah, new ace. Wonderful.
New ace.
new ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like it system's like surprisingly like it feels like really solid and thought out, even though like the sheet is so simple.
I agree. I think the system is well thought out. This book, though, is a nightmare.
Oh no.
Yeah, there were a couple times where you were like, hold on, I gotta flip through.
Right.
That is
Pages.
true.
And I did read this book cover to cover,
Nice.
partly because I was getting lost in the first half of it, because it keeps like
Redacted.
and it like explains things that it hasn't like it.
References things it hasn't explained yet.
Yeah.
I
and,
hate when books do that.
and like vice versa, where it's like, this will be important. Make sure you know this. And I'm like,
Okay.
but why is it important?
And then 50 pages later, you're like, oh.
Yeah. For example, the like between islands stuff is not in the islands section.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's because it's not. It's
Yes,
between
in
the islands.
The islands,
Joseph.
yeah. You have to
Yeah.
actually rip
I was
the
like,
page.
why is this not between the islands? Yeah, it's like towards the front of the book.
Oh,
Oh.
never
Yeah,
mind.
it's chapter 5. Okay. And the islands are
Chapter 18.
pretty much. Oh, it doesn't give me the chapter numbers on the index. That's annoying too. I'm gonna complain. Wah.
Wait. I hate this game. I hate this game. I had a lot of fun with.
I
I had so much fun.
love
Yeah,
this
no,
game.
it was sick.
It's
It
a
was super
really
sick.
good game.
I like the map.
The islands don't have their own chapter number. They're just islands. But they are page 142, where Between Islands was page. Man, I'm so sorry. I keep losing my spot.
No, you're good.
Again, Between Islands was page 59.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's like 100 gap.
Yeah, it's
almost.
100 pages away, and it explains it before you understand completely like how the islands are even going to work, right? Because you do character creation, it talks about the rolling system, and then it's like Between Islands. Like, okay, why does this matter, and why is it here?
Yeah. No, that is weird timing.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird section. And then personal developments after that, where I feel like building a better you would be more next to the character creation type stuff. Yeah, that's my only gripe. It is a big gripe though.
Yeah, that does not. I think I've brought it up before, but I think book layout, like ordering of chapters, is like the unsung hero of what makes a book good. Like
Yes.
if things make logical sense, like if things flow by topic, that is a big plus for me in like a TTRPG book. Because I shouldn't have to go 100 pages away for two things that both relate to the islands.
Yeah.
Right? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Not my opinion though.
Other thing about this book, it's beautiful.
It looks sick.
Dude,
Every time you
it's-
showed us a picture, I was like, "That
it's
shit's cool."
so cool. So, where did I pick this up? I got this at one of the cons.
Was
PAX-
it
PAX
or
Unplugged?
I think it was PAX Unplugged. Just based off of the art alone, because it is all black, white, and orange, and it looks like an 80s like VHS
It does look really cool.
type movie, and yeah, the art's just wonderful.
I love how they
Kudos.
stick their brand on everything.
Oh yeah,
The cookies, bro.
the
That's
cookies
me.
have the brand,
guns.
the guns, yeah, everything. They've got like little jokes on the grenades and stuff. Like It's like, manual not included kind of crap. And it's great. Like the art is wonderful. Very thematic.
I liked it too. Is that the scenes still felt? I didn't realize this until right now. The scenes felt cool and the dice rolls felt like weighty, even though like the dice rolls. I also appreciated how simple they were. Like it wasn't like there wasn't a lot of multipliers. It was like roll this and this, roll something else if you can, and take the biggest two numbers and add any d4s you have. Like it was really easy. Whereas I feel like in some of the games, it's like, all right, roll your d20, now add your modifier, now add your proficiency. Oh yeah, don't forget you got that 1 feat.
Yeah, like the mechanic system works really well. Like I can tell that it is built off of the backs of other games, right? Like they have done their homework before they've just thrown, roll some dice.
Made some mechanics and called it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the like follower kind of a mechanic too.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I know it's like difficult to say like had 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
I think if I run it out, just call it like a fill in a follower box, add a follower box.
Maybe we would
whatever.
just make it like an even 1,000, like gain 7,000 followers. Like to check
Yeah,
seven
but
boxes.
That's gonna like mess with the numbers and the amount of boxes that you need.
No, you just scale everything down. You just take a zero off of
a
everything.
zero off of everything.
Yeah, but that's like work that you have to do. And I'm saying
No, I'm
that's
saying
just
like
a
if I
pain in the
wrote
ass.
this.
Oh, if you wrote
yeah,
this.
if I had to redesign it, that would be like one of the major things. Would just be like instead of
just like
10,000, I make it 1,000.
Yeah, and like I get like 1 million followers seems really cool, but man, it's just hard to
weird
say.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But I like that as like the
XP.
Yeah, the prime leveling system is really interesting. The whole process of making the character was really, really cool. I think my only big complaint about this is, it's like kind of like twofold, and I don't know if that's even fair to call these complaints. But as you've heard, I wouldn't necessarily consider this like a long-term campaign style of game. It's definitely one of those ones where I think you play a season and then you
come back to it
later at the next season. And then adaptability, I don't think that it's really feasible to like really alter the game too much, because it's set up in such a particular way with the redacted zones and everything.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with adding in like a note or two, but other than that, I don't know if it can handle much of
that's
that.
a good point.
Yeah, I'm sure it wants like if you were to spam this game, and I like really I do appreciate that they thought so much about New Game Plus too.
Yeah.
Like I would be curious to like do it again with all the extra
I
stuff.
already want to hit every fucking
Yeah,
redacted
true.
side.
I'm sure if you spam the game a gagillion times, you can make up your own map and nodes. But it does seem like it has a solid system here, and even our one playthrough, we still didn't go through a lot of the nodes. So it's like and you said there's like 4 other like casting modes.
Yes.
Like this is like it was like A B C D. So I feel like you almost wouldn't even really need to, unless you really want to like make it themed. Like if you want to do this like holiday edition, I guess. But that's just like reflavoring at that point. But I agree. I think like I would play this like maybe a couple times a year, me personally. And then just like jot down like Ace one season whatever, and then when we go through the Hall of Fame, have Ace up there.
Yeah. And I don't think that's necessarily like a bad thing.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, I feel the same thing about some of the other like one-shot games we played. I would love to go back and play them, right? Like they're fun. I mean, even the train game, that shit was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this does have like a decent amount of replayability because of that. Like I think you could get like 10, maybe even 20 sessions out of this if you wanted to run all of the islands multiple times on each one of those casts. Like
Different group of people.
I imagine you would want to do it at least twice to see like the hidden nodes.
Yeah, hit the new game plus stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely
Become Elden Lord.
The normal stuff.
Yeah, and there is a production sheet. It's like a character sheet, but for me. And at the back of it, it has end game hits, and so if the players if they break the game 4 times, the show shuts down or something. Like it's not really described in the book. I think at that point, like,
It's just like achievement hunting.
yeah, you decide what happens. But I think the game is built that way because there are about 4 games for you to play through with the 4
Before different
casts.
casting.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think you could definitely replay this game 4 times, 3 islands. That's about 12 sessions.
I also
Yeah.
think it's really good in those scenarios where you're like, you guys are hanging out, you kind of want to play a game, but you don't want to invest every brain cell you have.
Yeah.
And I also really like that, like, you could pick and choose to be in each challenge. So that way, because I feel like in some games, not even just CTRPGs, but some games in general, there's like this like pressure for everyone to be involved in everything you do all the time.
Yeah.
I really like that. This one, I was like, you know what? You go ahead and cross this river, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fun to get to pick and choose, which seems like more a
I'll
part
cheer
of.
you on.
Yeah, you can do it, buddy. Go
Yeah.
Ace. You'll get a nickname soon.
And I think the follower count is like just enough of an incentive
Yes.
that like you want to be in it,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm not the best for this. Like I'll get the next
You
one.
also don't want to fail.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Get fatigue and
Or hurt.
Yeah, you guys did not take many injuries. Y'all were rolling good. I think
I think Damien was the only one that rolled, unfortunately,
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
much. Because there was one time, and I even like I dropped the die, and I was like, I saw that I thought it was like it was 2 numbers that were like right next to each other,
Mhm.
and so I was like, okay, I don't know what one it was, and I even took the lower one, and I still did fine.
yeah, I think the dice were bullying you today.
Yeah.
I think you were fine for a while, but then you had a really bad streak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
dice-
just want the sphere, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it all
sphere
went
fucked you
downhill
up.
from the sphere, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it went really well for me.
And part of that is
made me
the
happy.
difference between the production rolls, because I take my highest 1 and then add the location danger
Oh.
to mine. So you guys are always
Yeah.
taking the highest 2 and then adding
Any gear we have.
your gear, your acquisitions. So I do think it's built for you guys to succeed more than lose,
Yeah.
and I think that's good for most
Mhm.
games. You want to be the winner. You want to get to end game plus. You want to
Yeah.
do redacted things. But also, I wanted to see you guys get injuries and get special advancements. And
Well,
stuff.
you
Yeah,
were
I
saying,
kind of was hoping.
You were saying at the end that you were starting to roll like 2d12s. And
Yeah.
Adding those on there, so like there's still that scaling for you as well. Which
There
I think
is, yeah.
interesting.
And I take the highest plus the location, so 2d12s. One of those times I rolled a 12, so it was 18.
Mhm.
I was like, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Would
Um,
recommend. Fun game.
Do you think that you could play 2 seasons of this back to back? Because I personally don't.
I think
I think I could.
I would rather, like, I'm kind of bummed we're not doing that
Because of the new game plus?
because of all the New Game Plus stuff.
I guess that's
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
It's also like I guess at the end of the day, it is, and this is a crazy comparison, Mario Party, in the sense that you're going to different mini games and doing them, and then you get different outcomes based on what you do.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
kinda
And so
Mario
it's
Party,
just
yeah.
like, how long can you play Mario Party? You know what I mean? But like, I fucks with Mario Party pretty heavily, you know. And I am just super curious about like the hidden stuff, right? Because like, we got psychic powers that one time. Well, sorry, I got psychic powers, and then they were so strong that you guys also got psychic powers. But
sure,
Yeah.
If you are playing this, I don't think that I'll be alone. I hope not. In saying that, it's got role play in it,
mhm.
but it is not even remotely the focus.
No.
The
Yeah.
focus
I would agree.
is the gamey aspects of it, the rolling dice, the doing the challenges, the like maybe puzzling your way around some things, but I wouldn't necessarily say that role play is a focus
Yeah.
much at all.
It's more like you do get a fair bit of self narration, like even you getting to decide when you die. Usually when
That
there was
was
a success, he was like, okay, like when I got my psychic powers, he was like, how does this look? You know what I mean? So there's a decent bit of like describing practice, not necessarily like speaking necessarily, like interacting with other characters,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of I fucking blow them up, like, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. Confetti.
All in all, things to steal on this.
Things to steal. I really like their dice system.
I like the trust dice.
I like upgrading dice too. I feel like it gives you a good feel of advancement, especially when you've got a dice pool like this.
I like the trust dice. I wish more games had a system like that, because I think that system the canon, a lot of games encourage roleplay if you implement a system that's like, oh, Wesley has had a lot of roleplay with Damien, and they're starting to trust each other. When you're attempting a skill with Damien assisting you, or like in conjunction with Damien, you get an extra D4 to your roll, right? I think trust dice are pretty big, and I think they should be used more often. My opinion.
For me, it's nodal maps.
That is a good point.
Nodal-based
Yeah,
maps.
that's a good point.
Because if we look at island number 1, I'm actually gonna pull that one out right now.
Okay.
Island number 1. Ah, shit.
You broke the map,
I
listeners.
dropped everything
It's all good.
out. At like Island 1, normally when you think of like any TTRPG map, it's all
Sandbox.
it's kind of like more sandboxy and like, you know, sure, a town will be marked there, but then it's like, you know, elaborate forests and shit like that. And I don't know about most, but for me, it like leads me to think that I need to like fill in all the space in between.
Yeah.
And you really fucking don't. Like, just nodes to important shit and leave it at that. And then also, like, the lanes going to is a lot nicer because then you know that, like, well, if I am at the fishing village and I'm trying to get to the fucking stadium, I know the paths.
The
that I would have
logical,
to take.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point because in a lot of TTRPGs, especially fantasy TTRPGs, we're like, well, let's just cut through the forest. And I feel like that can lead to missing story beats along like the nodes and the little cities and stuff along the road.
Yeah, you could even have like fake nodes along certain lines. So it's like if you, the DM, were like, if they go this specific route, they'll discover this specific thing.
Yeah.
You can be aware of that. But I think the whole nodal,
Like the redacted maps.
like the redacted maps. I think nodal travel though, like nodes on a map, does lead into like a bigger conversation about travel and TTRPGs in general, and
That's
how
a
a
good
lot of it
point.
is a waste of time, in my opinion. But we won't get into that right now. Node, I agree. The nodal map is cool.
Cool.
Do you got anything?
No.
She fucking hates this game. No, I'm just kidding.
I just I had something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, this is more of like a role playing thing, but like instead of just being like, oh, he stabbed you, you died. I liked the like more role playing out like what happened. It's more of a scene and not just one action, and then you die.
If we didn't have a podcast, I was gonna have that thing going for a minute.
Yeah,
Of us
dude,
just
when you
going
said,
back
"Is
and
this the end?" a second time, I was like, "This could go on forever."
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because I feel like with a lot of TTRPGs, when you get like into combat or you get into like a social encounter where you are rolling dice, you roll so many dice that it slows things down. This one, I feel like we weren't rolling enough dice sometimes because we didn't have a whole lot to go off of roleplay wise. Like it's a weird balance. But yeah, this was nice where it was one roll for the entire scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that kind of helps too. People talk about playing pretend, but it's nice to like roll the dice, see the outcome, and then both you and the other player just role play it out, but you know like the outcome you're aiming for.
Yeah.
And so you can kind of like have fun getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fun game. Would play again.
Yeah.
I love Mario Party.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You smell like shit?
Who is it by again?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Tour.
yes. It is by Old Dog Games and Evil Hat Productions. It is a Paragon system. You can find them at evilhat.com, evilhat.bluesky.social on Blue Sky, and Facebook at Evil Hat Productions. Old Dog Games you can find at www.olddog.games or at olddog.games on Blue Sky. And you can find us on Patreon
True.
And
Subscribe to that shit.
Instagram
and
and Blue
Discord.
Sky.
And you obviously already found us on
And
our
YouTube.
podcast because you're listening to us right now.
Right
or
now.
are you? Are
Yeah.
we just whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, true.
Ra-
Hey, listener
Reality
number
breaks down.
Like and subscribe.
listener number 123.
You're in
look
our
into the
basement.
camera. Stop smelling bad.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Later.